Hello YouTubers, this is Max18363 here, and this month's spatial walkthrough is going to be the original F.E.A.R. So the first few minutes of this game are fairly cutscene slash dialogue intensive, so I'm just going to keep quiet for the first few minutes and just let you watch. It's a pretty cool sequence. If you're not familiar with F.E.A.R, then you're probably not going to understand it too much, but just watch, it's cool, and then I'll explain what the hell just happened, so speak to you in a moment.
Sorry to wake you, Senator. It's about Origin.
What happened?
There was an uprising. F.E.A.R has taken command of the prototypes.
My God.
We can still resolve this discreetly, but we have to move fast.
Oh, all right. Let me make a few calls.
This wacko's name is Paxton F.E.A.R. He's the key. If we contain him, we contain the situation.
Fucker's got an appetite.
I think he has an agenda. It's not just recreational. He's getting something out of it.
Essential vitamins and nutrients?
What's his story?
Property of Armicam Technology Corporation. They're working on a military contract to develop an army of clones that respond to a psychic commander. Top secret, of course. F.E.A.R is one of the commanders.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. This is why nobody takes us seriously. Military clones?
A full battalion of them, highly trained and heavily armed.
A battalion? What are we supposed to do against 1,000 super soldiers?
Like I said, we put F.E.A.R down and it's over. Fortunately, the whole point of the program is to give commanders first-hand knowledge of the battlefield without putting them in danger. That means we should be able to corner the bastard without having to wade through all those soldiers.
How do we find him?
Armicam implanted a transmitter in his head. Should lead us right to him.
It's awfully convenient.
Assuming it does what it's supposed to. What about you, buddy? Ready to go to work?
You putting him in the field? Are you crazy? He just transferred in a week ago.
You've seen his training results. His reflexes are totally off the charts. I think he can handle himself.
Whatever, man. It's your call.
Goddamn right it is.
Don't worry. You'll be fine.
Let's roll.
What's the first thing you remember?
Where are you taking him?
You will be a god among men.
We've tracked F.E.A.R to an abandoned building just up ahead. No sign of enemy activity on the satellite, but don't take any chances. Jankowski, you in position?
Just say the word.
All right, move it out.
And we're back. So, this is F.E.A.R, and there's a few reasons why I've decided to do a walkthrough of this particular game, even if it is about 5 years old now. First off, because it's Halloween tomorrow, so, you know, hey, all the creepy folk will be out and about tomorrow, trick-or-treat and all this kind of stuff. So I thought it might be good to do a kind of creepy game, given that it's Halloween. Also, because at the time of recording this, F.E.A.R 3 is due out shortly. Not exactly sure when, I think it's been delayed a little bit, but that's due out soon, so I thought it would be
Hey, bro, what took you so
an
long?
apt time to take a look at the original and
Try to
see
find
how
a way
it all
around.
started. There was, of course, a F.E.A.R 2, and a fellow YouTuber that I've become good friends with of late. He is currently doing a walkthrough on that game, calls himself Satanic Gamers. So he's playing through F.E.A.R 2, so you should go and check that out. And of course, I'll be doing the original F.E.A.R in sync with him, so yeah, go check that out. So, if you have watched any of my previous vids, you probably noticed that I've got some narration for this one. Yay! Lucky me. That's because I finally figured out how to get my mic going lately, all by myself. So I'll be able to do a bit of narration, where appropriate, not all the time. So, this is of course F.E.A.R, or First Encounter Assault Recon, to give it its full title. From producers Monolith, the same people that brought you Condemned 1 and 2, Alien vs Predator, even Blood, although that's going back quite a bit. But if there's one thing Monolith know how to do, it's how to create creepy games. At least to people that are actually susceptible to it. There are a lot of gamers out there that I've encountered that can just blast through a game without registering an ounce of emotion. I am not one of those gamers. I am a bit of a wuss. So the first time I played this game, I'll admit, I was pretty creeped out.
Hold on a sec. Come on. You ready? Go!
If there's one thing that Monolith are very good at, though, it is scenes like this that play with your expectations. One thing they're very good at is basically pulling the carpet out from under your feet. So you're never quite sure what to expect. So sequences like this that kind of blur the lines of reality a bit. So you can, first time you play it, you're like, is this real? Is this actually happening?
Jin, we need you up here.
On my way.
Looks
and
like
of course
we're too
the
late,
confusing
boss.
introduction scene
Just leftovers.
kind of adds into that a bit. It's not exactly highly complicated briefing. It doesn't really tell you
I'll
an
wait here
awful
for
lot.
Jin. You take a look around.
Even the manual that comes with the game only has a very brief sort of synopsis about who you are, and that's pretty much it. So you know pretty much nothing about the character you're playing or what's going on here, other than some person called F.E.A.R has overrun Armacan technology and has control of a big bunch of clone soldiers. As for why or how, you don't really know that. You just kind of discover that as you go further into the game. This is, of course, just the opening level, so it's not exactly the most action-packed level. It's kind of meant just as a means of a tutorial, and also a good excuse to whack you in the face with a board, just like that. Pretty cool.
The dead man's name was Charles Haberger. I remember him. But are the memories mine or hers? It makes no difference. He deserved to die. They all deserve to die.
Come in. Over. What's going on? I've lost Fennel's signal. Comcast, this is Den Mother. I hope you aren't busy. We've got a situation down at the harbor. What kind of situation?
So yeah, obviously this is just the first level of the game, and I've noticed there's only a minute or two left on the vid, so I'll just wrap it up at that in terms of narration. Tiny bit of an Easter egg here. If you stand at the top of the stairs like this, you can listen in on this conversation.
Pretty cute.
It's not what I meant.
Just say what's on your mind, Jankowski.
I don't know. Something about him just feels off.
The day I look to you as a judge of character will be a sad day indeed.
I'm serious. It's something about his eyes, like he's looking right through you.
Maybe it's because you're one-dimensional.
Hey, back already? See anything?
You guys about done up there? Our day's just getting started.
You boys run along. I'll be busy here for a while.
Okay, so stay tuned for the next episode. I'll hopefully get into a bit more depth. So just keep watching, and I'll catch you next time. So until then, peace out.
I've tried to forget. I've tried so hard to forget.
These men are from F.E.A.R. They are special attachments to our unit for the duration of this op. They will be on point. Their mission is to assess the nature of the threat. Our job is to keep them alive. Do not engage the enemy. Remember that we are not dealing with ordinary bad guys. Team 1 will move in from the southwest. Team 2 will approach from the north. Once our recon is complete, we'll rendezvous and wait for further orders. Okay, let's saddle up.